Welcome back to From the Pages, and today we're stepping into the red-hot summer heat of 1985, cracking open Wrestling All-Stars and unleashing every ad, every article, every blaring headline in one non-stop breathless march through the golden era of kayfabe, beginning with the Wrestling Bulletin, that chaotic pulse of breaking news and whispered gossip where title belts change hands, grudges fester, and the nation's territory seethe with feuds and backroom plots. The type of short, punchy updates that kept fans glued to each word because in those days, the magazines were gospel, the NWA champs holding court, the WWF riding its post-WrestleMania wave, the AWA and Mid-South pushing their own brands of violence, the territories each with their own flavor and stars. And then you're slammed right into the official ratings compiled by the Mattingly Sports Bureau. Those sacred rankings that listed the world's champions and top 10 contenders for every weight class and region, sparking endless fan debates and playground arguments over who truly deserved the number one spot. And from there, the issue pivots to the All-Star Challengers, with a deep focus on Steve Regal, not the later Lord, but the speedy king of the junior heavyweights, lauded for his agility, technical mastery, and relentless ambition to bring his division into the same prestige as the heavyweights. His matches a showcase of crisp execution and lightning counters. And then comes the cultural sledgehammer pairing of Hulk Hogan and Mr. T, presented as American folk heroes, chest-thumping icons ready for any rumble. Their crossover fame from WrestleMania, the A-Team, and even Saturday morning cartoons, making them more than just wrestlers. They were symbols of mid-'80s patriotism, muscle, and celebrity swagger, their smiling faces plastered across toys, posters, and lunchboxes. Their friendship hyped as an unbreakable bond forged in the heat of battle against villains in and out of the ring. But from that red, white, and blue glow, we dive into pure venom with Tully Blanchard's Scorched Earth promo, "Face it, Dusty, you've had it." A withering, merciless attack on the American dream, calling him washed up, slow, and irrelevant. The words dripping with smug arrogance and the calculated cruelty of a man trying to end a legend's aura before the bell even rings. And as if one ego wasn't enough, we're treated to Larry Zbyszko's own bombastic self-coronation in There Ain't Nobody Better Than Me, a manifesto of self-belief, arrogance, and chess master mind games from the man who sought himself as the smartest wrestler alive, dismissing fans and opponents alike as beneath him. Before the spotlight turns to the Iron Sheik, always larger than life, here roaring, Wyndham and Rotundo are sissies, with his trademark broken English and gleeful antagonism, weaponizing anti-American heat and turning the U.S. Express into his personal verbal punching bags. Every insult another log on the fire of one of the decade's most over-the-top villains. And then, the All-Star Spotlight delivers the pointed, "Why is everybody slamming the Von Erichs?" Pulling back the curtain on the envy, the tragedy, and the weight of fame crushing Texas's royal wrestling family. As friends, rivals, and critics all take their shots, while the All-Star Special throws us into the sweltering Florida scene, where a feud boils over into all-out chaos. The story brimming with heat, betrayal, and locker room bad blood spilling into the streets, captured in gritty photography and breathless prose. And then it's time for the All-Star Color section, an explosion of full-page portraits and in-ring action. Harley Race and Wahoo McDaniel locking up like two forces of nature. Billy Jack Haynes flexing raw power. Killer Brooks oozing menace. Bobby Fantastic Fulton radiating youthful flash. Cowboy Ron Bass bringing outlaw grit. And Jay Youngblood and Jimmy Valiant exuding energy and charisma. Each image screaming 80s wrestling in saturated, poster-ready color. And between these features, the ads come thick and fast, gloriously retro. Wrestling VHS tapes promising to bring the blood and brawls to your living room. Mail order t-shirts with snarling logos, glossy souvenir programs, fan club kits that let you swear allegiance to your hero, muscle-building supplements, and even offbeat side hustles like self-defense courses, all hawked in loud, all-caps sales copy that made every product sound like the key to joining the brotherhood of the squared circle. And then the departments anchor the magazine, starting with the editor's corner. Part pep talk, part industry state of the union. Letters to the editor filled with fan praise, fantasy booking, and the occasional scathing takedown. The Heart Punch column giving sharp, insider-tinged analysis. A Lex Luger pinup showcasing the chiseled future star. The Roundup blazing through territory-by-territory updates. The video review critiquing the latest tapes with both hype and honesty. Ask Dr. D delivering David Schultz's brutal answers to reader questions. Wrestling Around the USA mapping the regional scenes from coast to coast. And in the margins and back pages, still more ads. For muscle mags, martial arts courses, even oddities like finger strength trainers and get-rich-quick schemes. Each one a little piece of the larger-than-life world this magazine built. A world where kayfabe was gospel. The heroes and villains were bigger than Hollywood stars. And every page was another hit of the intoxicating mix of grit, glamour, and glory that was pro wrestling in July 1985.